Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is day 4 of Vlogmas and we are doing a makeup tutorial. So I'm going to start off this makeup tutorial by priming her eyes, and I am using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Eye Primer. I'm going to go right on top of that with a pencil brush. I am using the color Masai from the Natasha Denona Safari palette, and I am sketching out a wing shape on her eye just to kind of complement her own eye shape. So I'm going into the other eye and doing the same thing. I am just making a wing shape. I definitely struggled a little bit more on this eye, so I wanted to show you guys because it's real life and it sometimes happens. Sometimes one eye is easier than the other and, it comes up. So I wanted to show you guys how I corrected that, and yeah, you can definitely see this eye is a lot thicker and it's not placed in the exact same spot. So I decided to clean that up with a pointed Q-tip. I did the underneath and then I went a little bit on top, which I'm sorry you can't see because my sweatshirt is in the way. So I really liked that wing shape and I really wanted to elongate her eyes, and so I decided to kind of do that shape on her brow bone and create a V. So I was extending her eye, and I also really wanted to create some depth in her inner corner. So I added a lot of that color into the inner corner, and then I am going to go in and blend everything out with a big fluffy blending brush. And her eyes were definitely a little bit dewy, as her whole face was. That's why I didn't do any skincare, because she came fully prepared, which I very much appreciate. So I really loved how this was blending out, very kind of transparent. And I just came in and kept layering everything. And I really was enjoying this red look and how it looked against her eyes. It really made them pop because they're green, and it is a really good contrast color. Like I said earlier, I really liked the depth in that inner corner, so I just continued to accentuate that. And then I wanted to do even more of that V shape in that upper brow bone. So I went in with just a random pencil and just started sketching it out, or pencil brush. And then I took the same pencil brush I originally started with and just did a little bit more detail work on that outer kind of V. And I was really kind of liking that shape. I didn't really want to connect the inner corner and that upper kind of wing shape. On top of that Masai color, I decided to take a little bit more warm colors, and those are Desert Date and Amhara from the Safari palette, and I just wanted to blend everything out with those, and I really liked how those looked. After I cleaned up with a Q-tip again and did a little bit more detail work with some. So I decided to add a color from the Joshua Tree palette, or two colors, and put that on the lid. And I just really ended up not liking it, and we decided to remove it. And I wanted to show you guys this because not everything ends up exactly the way that you want it the first time, so you have to play around, and that's totally okay. That's a part of creating. But I knew I wanted something special kind of in that lid area, so I decided to go with jewels. And these jewels had a few different tones. One was a kind of light brown and blue shifting jewel, and another one was that rainbow silvery color, really beautiful, and then another like clear silverish sparkle, kind of that everyday one that you see. And those all mixed together were so stunning, and I really enjoyed how those looked. So I first started putting these on with just that tool for jewels, and I would put the jewel on the tool and dip it into glue and put it onto the lid, and it would really just stick in the glue. So I decided to take a small Q-tip and dip it into the glue, put it onto the lid, and then take the jewel on the jewel holder and put that onto the lid, and that worked a lot better. Another important thing to note is I started with the biggest jewels and then the medium and then the small, just to make sure spacing was well. And I'm going right in with the same colors I used on top of the eye and the bottom lashes. I go in with the red and then the more bright orangey warm tones, just to blend everything out. I cleaned up any kind of fallout or anything with a Q-tip, and then we end up going right into the face makeup. So I always start the face makeup with a little bit of the Becca Under Eye Corrector, and this one is in the light to medium color. And then I'm just taking this under her eye, not perfectly close to her lashes. And with that, I am taking the RMS and the PYT concealers. It is the color 001 and Fair Neutral from PYT. And I'm taking that under the eyes, a little bit on the cheeks to help with some redness, and a little bit in the nose crease. I am going in with a few highlight shades. The main one that I'm using is the Ilia highlight in polka dots. For blush, I mixed together the C'est Moi Talk Back Tinted Balm and the Ritual de Fille Lust Multi-Pigment. I really liked that, but I wanted a little bit more oomph, so I went in with the C'est Moi Color and Saucy in the Tinted Balm. Now I'm going to go in with some airbrushing. I am using the lightest shade on her. It is 01, and this is their SB Foundations. I am contouring a little bit with the Temp 2 SB contouring formula, and I think this is the color 85. And then I am cleaning that up a little bit and then blending it out. For the lip liner, I am using a discontinued Bite Beauty lip liner. They do not carry any lip liners anymore, which makes me really sad because I love this formula. I couldn't decide between a red or an orange, so we went with a red-orange. And I absolutely love how this turned out. We also went in with a little bit of lip balm after I did the liner, because it is a little bit easier for the liner to stick on a little bit of less glossy lips. And I usually do put a little bit of lip balm on her lips or my client's lips before I do any makeup, but I forgot to do that today. Now I'm going in with the Bite Beauty Outlast lip color, and this is Orange Fizz, and I think it turned out really good. It really complements the eyes and the colors in there. I wanted to take some of the dewiness away, so I took the Color Up Blush Trio from Alamar Cosmetics in Medium Tan, and I used the color Seclusion on top of the blush. And I took a little bit of the colors Starlight and Moonbeam from the Perfector Face Palette from CoverFX and highlighted the skin. And I am going to finish off the skin with the 14E Translucent Setting Powder. This is the completed look. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And follow me on Instagram if you want to keep up to date with me every day. Alright, bye guys.